So before I start, I'd like to ask you guys a question. Do you remember the time you fell in love with something? Anybody? Yeah, I see a few nods. Okay, good. Yes, I see a bigger nod. Nice. Okay, so this is a story about the time I fell in love. So there I was in my classroom, ninth grade, high school, and amidst of all the chaos that was going on about this event called Idea Expo. This was an event held at a global schoolpreneurship summit in Hyderabad, Telangana state, 2019, right? And I went up to my friend and I asked him if he wanted to be my teammate for the event, right? And he said, "Oh, I don't know about that. I kind of already have a team." I was discouraged because this is a two-level event where school level and the state level. So you have to pass the school level first. I almost gave up on applying because I didn't have a teammate. I was all alone. But I still decided to give it a try because why not? It's one of the few applications. And at the last moment, I came up with an idea and a simple presentation, and I submitted it. I can still feel it just last minute. And then a week later, we got the results. Believe me, I'm still surprised. My name was on the team. My name was on the list. I was so excited that I was one of the top 5 students or top 5 teams out of the 100 teams that submitted from my school. And then I went up to my principal with all that excitement, asked her if I could have the time to study or like to prepare for the event. She said, because usually we were preparing for JE, obviously. And she said, Indian students know this. So she said, I don't think that's a good idea for you to spend time on this event apart from your academics, you know? So no. And I had no idea what to do. So I just went to my mentor at that time, sir, and I asked him, can I use your lecture time and your laptop to prepare for the event? And he said, yes. Okay, yes. I went outside the class. The only person who was outside the class. And then I took his laptop. For the next 4 days during his class time, I prepared for the event. I got up the ideation, part, preparation, everything. I just made everything from scratch by myself. And then event day, the doomsday, if you December 21st, 2019. And believe me, I had to go through my Google Photos to check the date. I went back, I went there. I can still feel the nervousness I had when I saw like almost 1,000 people in front of me, like, waiting to listen to 50 teams from all over the state to present in front of them. And I still couldn't believe I was one of them. I went there, set up my laptop, everything, my presentation. I asked my friend for a final review. I asked him, what do you think so far? He said, I don't know how good your idea is, honestly. You know what? I was like, okay, thank you for the feedback. I'll still go with it though, and I went with it. My idea was about connecting tailors and free fashion designers with customers to improve, enhance online garment purchasing industry. It wasn't there at that moment, but yeah, it's called Clone, like clothing and me, And I presented to everybody. Everyone came in, everyone left. And then at the end of the event, I was so tired. I sat at the end of the hall, drank a lot of water, looking at my mobile phone, losing all hope that I would win. They started announcing the results, 5th place, 4th place, and then at last, 3rd place was my name. I got up surprised and happy. I went up to the stage, long walk, by the way, because there were a lot of people. And I took my prize and I saw the audience. I was like, there were so many people. Wow, I presented in front of so many people. And then I went back to my home, happy. I told my mom. My mom was happy. And the next day I went to the principal. I told, ma'am, I placed 3rd in this event. And I can still remember her reaction. My friend had to tell me this too. I called him yesterday night to ask him what her reaction was. I went there. I told him I placed 3rd. She said, oh, I guess I underestimated you. You did good anyways. Congratulations. I was so happy at that moment. And I thought, something's missing over here. I'm missing something. What's missing? And then I questioned myself in the class, in my own source class, by the way. I questioned myself, what's the point? What happened? How did I achieve this? And then I realized that I had fun all throughout this entire process. Like I had fun. I had fun being creative. I had fun coming up with ideas. I had fun presenting myself. I had fun being innovative. And then I realized that I was in love with doing these things. I was in love. And then 2 years later, I also realized that I was in love with coding as well. And so here I am as a computer science major and a Grand Challenges Scholarship Program. And so far, I've placed third in 2 of the hackathons at ASU. Yeah, thank you. And then I enjoy what I'm doing right now a lot. I enjoy everything I do. I enjoy all my projects, all my assignments. So to quote Steve Jobs, I like to say, the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it, find it. Don't settle. Keep looking. And because once you do, you can achieve things even you didn't know you could. Thank you.